Morning, Mr. President.
Morning.
Morning, Ms. Wade.
Hello.
I see everyone's getting an early start today.
Martin Sheen is an American actor, director, and producer. His work ethic, charisma, and talent allowed him to stay in the business for 60 years, earning the status of a Hollywood icon, a movie and TV legend, and his kids carried on his legacy. Watch this video to learn about the star's way to the top and where he is now.
You're not serious.
Martin Sheen, how the head of the acting dynasty lives and how much he earns.
Right. Now that we've got the small talk out of the way, what's our status?
Martin Sheen's real name is Ramon Gerardo Antonio Estevez. He was born on August 3, 1940 in Dayton, Ohio, right after his family moved there from the island of Bermuda. His mother, Mary Ann, was Irish, and his father, Francisco Estevez Martinez, was an immigrant from Spain who was a simple worker after coming to the U.S. The delivery was complicated, and the doctors used forceps to help the future actor come into the world, but they injured his arm. This led to the arm being underdeveloped and being 3 inches shorter than the other. Ramon was the 7th of 10 children. He has 8 brothers and a sister. By the way, his younger brother, Joe Estevez, also became an actor. When Ramon was little, he had polio that made him bedbound for a year, but eventually the boy regained mobility and started walking again. The family lived a modest and pious life, observing all the Catholic principles. The father worked at a cash register factory, and his mother was a stay-at-home mom until she passed in 1951. Ramon was only 11 at the moment, and there were younger children. The Holy Trinity Church came to the rescue of the Estevez family. The members supported the children so that they could attend Chaminade High School. Back then, the future celebrity started dreaming of becoming an actor. Although the church covered school and food, the family had to pay for everything else themselves, so Ramon got his first job when he was 14. He worked at a local golf club frequented by the town celebrities. The young man got the position of a caddy, a golfer's assistant. He was supposed to carry players' golf bags and clean the equipment. After some time, the boy led a strike as he was appalled by the way he and his colleagues were treated. The rich clients were ruthless and allowed themselves to make chauvinistic remarks about children of lower-income families who worked at the club. The boy never stopped dreaming of becoming an actor, and he always insisted on taking acting classes. Still, his father thought it wasn't a serious endeavor, and he demanded that his son go to college and get a regular job. But the young man was dead set on not going to college, so he deliberately flunked the admission tests. When he was 19, the future actor decided to change his life. He borrowed $300 from the local pastor and bought a bus ticket to go to New York. At first, he had to work multiple jobs like box office cashier, delivery man, or car washer to provide for himself and pay rent. In the meantime, he went to different auditions, but he had to deal with a certain degree of bigotry because of his name. Many managers couldn't pronounce his last name and would turn him down even before he had a chance to audition. That is why Ramon decided to get a stage name. The name Martin was inspired by Robert Dale Martin, the CBS casting director. As for the last name Sheen, he took it from Fulton Sheen, a New York Archbishop of the Catholic Church and a TV host. However, the actor never changed his legal name, so he's still officially Ramon Estevez on his documents. He said in an interview that the idea with the stage name was random, and while the new name helped him meet new people, he regrets that he couldn't use his real last name and make it famous. Sheen graduated from the Stella Adler Studio of Acting. Apart from that, he used to study other people's movements, facial expressions, and gestures and mimic them. His inspiration was James Dean, the young Hollywood actor who impressed people with his acting talent but died young. Martin got his first acting job at a theater. He passed the audition and joined the Living Theater in New York. Apart from playing supporting and episodic roles for $5 per week, he also was a janitor there. 2 years later, in 1961, Sheen got himself a small role in an episode of the TV series Route 66 after an extensive period of auditions. Around the same time, he met Janet Templeton, an art student and aspiring artist who later on became an actress and producer. They got married in December 1961. Soon they had their first child together, Emilio Estevez, who also grew to become an actor. In the 80s, he became a star of the iconic teen movie The Breakfast Club. The first few years were tough for the Sheen family. Janet stayed at home with the baby while Martin went on auditions and played small parts in the theater. The salary was so low that at some point, the couple used coupons to buy things and survive only off the donations made by the members of the Catholic Church that helped them with food. From 1962 to 1964, Sheen mainly got bit parts in different TV series. The money he made was enough just to get by. Every new project was time-consuming because of auditions. During that time, the family had their second son, whom they named Ramon Luis Estevez. He also joined the acting business later on. Soon after the birth of his second child, Sheen made his Broadway debut. After that, he got a supporting role in the production The Subject Was Roses, which was popular back at the time. Participation in this production would make a huge impact on Martin's life. Apart from being passionate about acting, Sheen was also socially active. He met activist Dorothy Day and joined her Catholic worker movement. In 1965, Martin joined the farm workers movement, supporting their marches and strikes. In the meantime, the couple had their third son, Carlos, known to the world as Charlie Sheen. 2 years later, they welcomed their fourth child and only daughter, Renee Estevez, who would also pursue an acting career. During that time, Sheen had a lot of episodic roles in TV series and theatrical productions. He also played a small part in the TV drama 10 Blocks on the Camino Real. He kept on looking for new projects and opportunities to showcase his acting talent. He got his lucky break when Larry Pierce was looking for an actor to play a criminal in the drama The Incident. The cast consisted of powerhouse actors of that time. The movie was filmed so authentically that it caused a stir in society. As for Martin, he managed to bring to life the fear-mongering character with hypnotizing blue eyes on a pale, emotionless face.
Hey, what's the idea?
86! 86! All aboard! Go to your room.
The character type became popular with many directors who would offer Sheen to play people with a criminal past. In 1968, Martin was offered the role of Timmy Cleary in the movie adaptation of the play The Subject Was Roses, as he already starred in the production of the play a few years ago. The movie received positive feedback from viewers and critics, and Sheen was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor. Although Martin gained success and his acting talent was recognized, he was still getting small parts in TV series and low-budget TV movies. At the start of his career, Sheen had a lot of projects like this, and he tried to demonstrate his skills in each of them. These projects included shows like NYPD, Mission Impossible, Ironside, Hawaii Five-0, and many others. Apart from that, in 1968, Martin got the titular role in the play Hamlet, produced at the Public Theater. In 1970, the actor returned to the role of a criminal in the drama The Cliff and played a pilot in the anti-war comedy Catch-22. The next year, he got episodic roles in 8 different TV shows. Starting in 1972, his filmography began to rapidly expand with TV movies. He appeared in the detective thriller Rage and the drama That Certain Summer. The movie won an Emmy Award and received lots of positive reviews from critics. During that time, Sheen auditioned for the role of Michael Corleone in the film The Godfather, but he got rejected. 1973 can be called one of the most productive years for the actor in terms of projects he appeared in. Among 15 TV shows, there was a role in the iconic TV series Columbo and the crime TV series The FBI. In most cases, Sheen kept on getting roles of criminals or suspects. The actor became famous after appearing in the drama Badlands. In his debut feature film, the director and screenwriter Terrence Malick chose Sheen for the role of a cold-blooded criminal. Martin won the Best Actor Award at the San Sebastian International Film Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look tired. Listen, honey, when all this is over, I'm gonna sit down and buy you a big, thick steak.
I don't want steak.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
This is one of his favorite projects he worked on. By the way, his sons Charlie and Emilio also made a short appearance in the movie. In 1974, Sheen got the main role in the biography war drama The Execution of Private Slovak. The movie showed events that made an American soldier desert the army. It was praised by critics and crowned as one of the best American films. The actor was nominated for an Emmy Award for Best Lead Actor in Drama. After appearing in several lesser-known TV movies, in 1976, Martin was cast in the drama thriller The Cassandra Crossing and played a psychopath in the horror drama The Little Girl Who Lives Down the Lane. The movie received the Saturn Award as Best Horror Film. In 1979, Martin appeared in the Western film Eagle's Wing and played one of his best roles in the cult war drama Apocalypse Now.
We're going upriver about 75 clicks above the Dolong Bridge.
That's Cambodia, Captain.
That's classified. We're not supposed to be in Cambodia, but that's where I'm going.
Initially, Harvey Keitel was supposed to play the role of Captain Benjamin L. Willard, but the movie's director, Francis Coppola, thought he was a total mismatch. The thing is that Keitel stole all the spotlight, but the movie's premise was to depict the horror of war through the eyes of the main character rather than focus on the character himself. Even though a day of not filming cost him $70,000, he kept on looking for someone else. The 36-year-old Martin was offered the part. The director had already seen him at the audition for The Godfather. Sheen was excited to take on this challenging role. He was ready to play both the impartial observer and the stir-crazy soldier. To get into his character, he drew himself to depression and drank a lot. On top of that, the filming was postponed because of a typhoon, making it last 16 months instead of 16 weeks. The filming crew was stuck at the hotel, which took a toll on Sheen's mental state. He got so uptight that his brother Joe Estevez had to shoot some scenes instead of him. With a budget of $41 million, the drama Apocalypse Now made more than $83 million at the box office. The movie won lots of prestigious awards, while Martin received a BAFTA nomination. He became a sensation, started getting new offers, and earned himself a name as a serious drama actor. But there was another side to the fame. The heavy drinking and not seeing his family while shooting led to Sheen suffering a cardiac arrest. The actor fell into alcohol abuse. He managed to overcome the addiction after seeking help from the Catholic Church. The actor kept on filming despite his poor health. In 1980, he appeared in the disaster film The Final Countdown, followed by the thrillers Loophole and Enigma. During that time, he was also nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Best Performance by an Actor in a Television Series for his role in the TV series Blind Ambition. When Martin was on set, his father, Francisco, died. As he couldn't attend his funeral, Martin mourned his father in the episode where his character cries in the prison cell. In 1982, Sheen played a supporting role in the biopic Gandhi. He portrayed Vince Walker, a fictional journalist and war correspondent.
And what do you think an important professional should write about your response to General Smuts' newest legislation?
I don't know. I'm still searching for a response.
The next year, the actor appeared in the mini-TV series Kennedy, the role which scored him a Golden Globe Awards nomination. After that, he appeared in low-budget projects like the drama Man, Woman and Child and the horror The Dead Zone. After that, he was cast in the horror Firestarter. Burt Lancaster was the first choice for the role of Captain Hollister, but he had to drop out of the project after he had a heart surgery, so Martin Sheen took his place.
I know you'll find this hard to believe now, Charlie, but you and me are going to be pals.
Never.
Never say never.
The role in the 1987 horror The Believers stands out among the little-known TV films like The Fourth Wise Man and episodic roles in TV series. But there was an even more peculiar work, a supporting role in the criminal drama Wall Street. He co-starred with his third son, Charlie.
There came into Egypt a pharaoh who did not know.
I beg your pardon, is that a proverb?
No, a prophecy. The rich have been doing it to the poor since the beginning of time. The only difference between the pyramids and the Empire State Building is the Egyptians didn't allow unions. I know what this guy's all about.
At the casting stage, the movie director Oliver Stone let Charlie choose who would play his on-screen father, Jack Lemmon or his real father, Martin Sheen. Charlie went with his father. Interestingly enough, it was the first feature film where a character used a cell phone. The movie got great acclaim from viewers and critics. With a budget of $15 million, it grossed $43 million. After that, Sheen appeared in several movies including the thriller Siesta and 2 dramas in which he also served as executive producer, Da and Judgment in Berlin. On August 22, 1989, Martin received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The same year, he starred in the fantasy drama Beyond the Stars and the comedy Beverly Hills Brats. In 1990, Sheen presented his directorial debut, the military drama Cadence. He gave the main role to his son, Charlie, and Gary Busey played McKinney. But 9 days into the shooting, Martin fired Busey because of his misbehavior and took on the role of the senior sergeant.
You've chosen a team after all, huh? Well, I got news for you, mister. You chose the wrong one. Do you hear me? You chose the wrong one.
His second son, Ramon Estevez, also appeared in the movie. The movie got mainly negative reviews and failed at the box office. It grossed only $2 million with production cost of $8.5 million. Soon after that, the star appeared in the romantic comedy The Maid. He also used to do a lot of dubbing projects, for instance, the documentary JFK. Sheen's next project was a role in the 3-series drama Queen. It should be mentioned that Martin would often play military men. In 1993, alone, he portrayed General Haworth in the horror Ghost Brigade, Lieutenant Brock in the thriller Hear No Evil, and Captain Willard in the parody comedy Hot Shots Part 2. That same year, Sheen won the Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series after appearing in Murphy Brown. Another prominent character portrayed by the actor was General Robert E. Lee in the epic war film Gettysburg.
With General Longstreet in command, my old war horse, meeting the enemy face to face on ground of his own choosing, and with honor, we will prevail.
The movie premiered on TV in June 1994, gathering 23 million viewers. Sheen attended the movie premiere at Atlanta and was annoyed by a viewer sitting behind him. The man couldn't stop commenting on the characters and saying what would happen next. When the lights went back on during an intermission, Sheen turned to the man and recognized him as former President Jimmy Carter. After that, he was cast in little-known TV projects like the thriller When the Bow Breaks and the sci-fi mystery Roswell. In 1995, Sheen appeared in 9 projects. The most notable are the thriller Sacred Cargo, the drama Running Wild, and the crime action film Dillinger and Capone.
Can't believe the great John Dillinger's a Dalton. The name is John Dalton. And if I hear anything else from you again, I'll cut your tongue out. You're right. Mum's the word.
The plot is based on the famous legend about the notorious Chicago gangster John Dillinger surviving an FBI raid. That same year, Sheen starred as the White House Chief of Staff in the romantic comedy The American President.
This is not the business of the American people.
With all due respect, sir, the American people have a funny way of deciding on their own what is and what is not.
The movie received positive reviews, and the American Film Institute ranked it number 75 on its list of America's greatest love stories. In 1996, Martin appeared in the sci-fi family comedy Project Alf, the comedy drama The Elevator, and the drama The War at Home, directed by his older son, Emilio. The director also cast his sister, Renee, and daughter, Paloma. In 1997, Sheen appeared in the action movie Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, and fulfilled his lifelong dream by starring in the movie based on the comic book Spawn. The actor got the role of supervillain Jason Wynn.
And I won out.
I always knew you'd lose your nerve.
You don't quit us, son. We are not the U.S. Postal Service.
After that, he appeared in the thriller A Letter from Death Row, the sci-fi TV movie Babylon 5, The River of Souls, the comedy Free Money, and the thriller No Code of Conduct. The latter role earned him $250,000. Martin had always been an activist, but in 1998, he started taking part in big protests. For instance, he pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 3 years probation for trespassing on an Air Force base while protesting the United States building a missile defense system. In 1999, Sheen presented the horror The Darklings, the western Gunfighter, the romantic comedy Lost and Found, the sci-fi TV series Total Recall 2070, the thriller Storm, and the sci-fi action movie Thrill Seekers. In fall of that year, he portrayed the president in the TV series The West Wing.
I'm just saying, we work all day, and then the day's over, and we go out to dinner, and you're still working. And, I'm sitting here. No time to talk.
The initial concept the project creator Aaron Sorkin had in mind was to create a political drama about the life of people in the executive branch and keep the president off screen. That is why, at first, Martin Sheen filmed only 4 episodes, appearing on screen only in the last few minutes of an episode. Still, the role of the president got so much attention from viewers and the press that the producers asked Sheen to join the main cast. This role brought Martin lots of different awards. Moreover, he won a Golden Globe for Best Actor, Television Series Drama, and 4 SAG Awards. Martin's salary in the first 4 seasons was $150,000 per episode, which amounted to around $13.4 million. Seasons 5 through 7 earned him $300,000 per episode, coming at around $33 million in total. By the way, it often caused conflicts on set as the pay gap across the cast was substantial. As the new century came, Martin Sheen didn't stop acting. In 2001, he appeared in the romantic thriller Oh! A year later, he starred in the biographical crime comedy film Catch Me If You Can. Martin portrayed the conservative father of the woman DiCaprio's character wanted to marry.
Men like us are nothing without the women we love. I must confess, I'm guilty of the same foolish whimsy. I proposed to Carol after 5 dates with 2 nickels in my pockets and holes in my shoes because I knew she was the one.
In 2005, Sheen Sr. appeared in the TV series 2.5 Men, starring his son Charlie. The actor received an Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series. Then, after some small projects and voicing the animated movie The 3 Wise Men, Sheen appeared in the thriller by Martin Scorsese, The Departed.
All right, listen to me. I'm really sorry for your trouble. I swear to God I am. I'll get you out of this. I cannot do it overnight, but I will get you out.
He was one of the last actors to be cast, and he took on the role because he wanted to collaborate with the famous director. As a result, he was nominated for a SAG Award alongside the cast. The biography drama Bobby received the same nomination. In 2007, the thriller Border Town was released.
Investigative reporting are over, Lauren. The news isn't news anymore. It's as dead as the typewriter I used to write it on. Corporate America is running the show now. And their news agenda is free trade, globalization, and entertainment. That's our glorious future.
Ironically, Jennifer Lopez's character says to Sheen, who changed his name for the sake of his career, that you don't want to be Mexican, at least not in this country. Despite the positive reviews from critics, the movie was a commercial failure. With a budget of $21 million, it grossed a bit over $8 million. Apart from filming, Sheen was seen at numerous peaceful protests standing against nuclear energy, nuclear weapons, farmers' abuse, and other issues. In 2007, Martin got arrested for trespassing on the Nevada nuclear test site, but he was soon released. During that period, the star kept on acting. He appeared in the biography film Talk to Me, the action movie Echelon Conspiracy, the family fantasy comedy Imagine That, and the drama Love Happens. In 2010, the actor starred in the drama The Way, directed by his son Emilio. Sheen's character is an American doctor who comes to France to recover the body of his son. Instead of going back home, he sets on the historical pilgrimage to fulfill his son's desire to finish the journey.
When you coming back?
I don't know.
So you don't have a plan?
We agreed that if I let you take me to the airport, you wouldn't lecture me about how I'm ruining my life.
I lied.
Martin suggested that Emilio gave the main role to Michael Douglas, but Emilio was set on casting his father. Otherwise, he refused to make the movie. During that time, Martin continued voicing and making appearances in TV series and movies. For instance, he appeared in the criminal action movie The Double and the comedy Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. In 2012, Sheen got the role of Uncle Ben in The Amazing Spider-Man starring Andrew Garfield. 2 years later, he made an uncredited appearance in the sequel titled The Amazing Spider-Man 2. He also played in the dramas 8, The Whale, Bhopal, A Prayer for Rain, Ask Me Anything, and in the thrillers Trash and Badge of Honor. Apart from that, the actor narrated the documentary Amazonia and voiced the animated movie Oops, Noah is Gone. He also had an uncredited role of the judge in the history drama Selma. Together with his son Charlie, he appeared in the TV series Anger Management. In 2015, Martin joined the cast of the TV series Grace and Frankie.
3 men are about to get shot and I can't see the TV.
There they go.
In 2016, Martin became an executive producer and starred in the drama The Vessel. He played the role of a man living on a small island left face to face with a natural disaster together with his neighbors. Interestingly enough, all scenes were shot twice, in English and Spanish.
The people are confused. They need something to believe in now.
Yeah, well, that's your job.
You listen to me! I cannot do this alone. You help me get that boat to the church and show them you have not given up.
At the same time, there were two more premieres, the Canadian movie Anne of Green Gables and the romantic drama Rules Don't Apply. Meanwhile, Sheen underwent heart surgery, but a few months later, he was seen stepping out of his SUV looking great. In 2018, the actor appeared on screen in the drama Come Sunday. In November 2018, he and his wife barely escaped the fire in Malibu. It killed dozens of people, and Charlie Sheen made a post on Twitter asking people to help him find his parents as he couldn't reach them. Luckily, the couple was found safe and sound on the beach. Their property suffered some damage and was even put on sale for some time. But the couple eventually changed their minds about parting with their beloved home, so they just renovated it and stayed there. The classic cottage is located on the Pacific Shore. The actor also has an apartment in New York that he bought in 2009 for $1.25 million and property in Santa Monica. In December 2019, Sheen played the director of the FBI J. Edgar Hoover in the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. In 2021, he produced and played a supporting role in the sports drama 12 Mighty Orphans.
Doc, where are their shoes at? Well, sir, we have two seasons here, one with shoes and one without shoes. This here is the without shoes season.
Recently, he appeared in the comedy Lost and Found in Cleveland, which is currently in post-production. It's also known that they're shooting the TV series Ramble On, which features not only Martin Sheen but also his son, Charlie. By the way, according to his friends and family, he has the closest relationship with Charlie. They often appear on screen together, and Martin played the father of his third son twice. Also, Sheen Jr. and Sr. both had addiction but managed to overcome it. In 2021, Martin and his wife Janet celebrated 60 years of marriage. Apart from 4 children, they have 10 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. Fun fact, Janet calls her husband Martin, as this is how he introduced himself when they first met. His friends call him both Martin and Ramon. The actor regrets becoming famous under his stage name, and he's very grateful to his older son Emilio for keeping the last name Estevez. Sheen's filmography includes more than 300 works. He's a world-class celebrity and an acting legend, and yet he's never been nominated for an Oscar. But the actor has always been hungry for knowledge, and he even got a degree in English literature, philosophy, and oceanography at the National University of Ireland. Interestingly enough, Martin has trouble remembering the names of his co-stars, but he knows all Frank Sinatra songs by heart. He mentioned that he has 9 hobbies: golf, hiking, jogging, fishing, sailing, politics, poetry, reading, and spending time with his family. Specialists estimate Sheen's net worth at $60 million. He collaborated with various brands throughout the years. In 1985, he voiced a Pepsi commercial. A bit later, he promoted alternative wood furniture and appeared in a Visa commercial with his son, Charlie. Martin Sheen is still a vigorous social activist, and he still goes to demonstrations and protests. In 2023, he actively supported the Writers Guild of America strike. In an interview, he joked that the number of times he got arrested will soon exceed the number of his roles. Indeed, he was arrested more than 70 times, mostly for attending protests. The man is adamant that actors should leverage their fame to shed light on issues and make the world a better place instead of drawing all the attention to their persona. Do you agree with Martin?
Mr. President, come friends, let us away.
If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything interesting.